You run up the stairwell 2 steps at a time, helmet banging the wall, hose lines scraping concrete. Smoke is normal, heat is normal, but the light outside the door isn't. It's not orange, not firelight. It's a strange, cold glow, like the night sky has turned electric. When you shove the roof door open, the air hits your face like a furnace. Wind screams over gravel, and scattered across the rooftop are black chunks the size of bricks, some still burning at the edges. Kolya, right behind you, the dumbest thing you've ever heard. Why is the fire shining? You're a firefighter in Pripyat, trained for apartment blocks, car wrecks, factory fires. Not for whatever this is. Someone said, Unit 4. Someone said, roof fire. Someone said, reactor. Those words don't fit together in your head. A reactor is sealed. A reactor is contained. A reactor is a thing that stays behind walls and rules. Yet you can see the plant from here. Its silhouette jagged, broken, as if a giant fist punched through it. Below, sirens braid through the streets. Trucks arrive in waves. Men jump down, dragging hoses, shouting over each other. Lieutenant Mikhail points at the roof with his flashlight. "Woof! Stop the spread!" he barks. "If it reaches the other units, we lose everything." And you nod, because you always nod. Your gloves feel too thin. The rubber smells hot. The air tastes wrong, like pennies on your tongue. Kolya tries to joke. "At least it's not an oil fire." Nobody laughs. A plant worker, Sergey, judging by the badge swinging off his neck, stumbles toward you with ash on his hair. "It's not ash," he says, as if correcting a child. "It's..." He swallows. His eyes flick to the glowing horizon. "There was an explosion." Lieutenant Mikhail grabs him. "Where's the water pressure?" Sergey shakes his head hard. "You don't understand. There's graphite." The lieutenant cuts him off. "Graphite burns like everything else. Move!" Sergey's mouth opens again, desperate. "It's not a normal fire," he says to you directly now. "Don't touch." But the order comes fast, clean, familiar, the only thing in the night that makes sense. "Roof team, with me!" And you move, because moving is what you do when fear is too big to hold. At the time, most firefighters weren't told that the reactor core itself was exposed, something never supposed to happen. You drag the hose across the roof, boots crunching on gravel and debris. The black chunks are everywhere. Some look like burned coal. Some have a dull, wet shine. One chunk near your boot crackles like it's alive. Those black chunks weren't debris. They were graphite from the reactor core, burning at thousands of degrees. Kolya leans closer, then stops himself, instincts screaming. Down near the plant yard, the air is filled with something you can't name. Smoke, steam, dust, and a weird, shimmering haze that makes the lights halo. Across the rooftop, men are doing what men always do, aiming water at flame. It looks almost normal from far away. Up close, it feels like you stepped into a place that shouldn't exist. Lieutenant Mikhail, "Over there! Get it off the roof! Now!" You and Kolya grab a tool, something like a shovel, something you've used 1,000 times. Your brain tries to file the moment under routine. Then the routine breaks, because when you lift a chunk, the heat doesn't feel like fire. It feels like the heat is coming from inside your bones. "Drop it!" Kolya snaps, voice higher than usual. You don't. Not immediately. You force the chunk toward the roof edge, like you're pushing a stubborn log out of a hallway. The moment it tumbles over, relief hits you, quick and stupid. Then your stomach tightens. Not fear, not disgust, something deeper. A sudden lurch like the world tilted. You swallow hard. The taste of metal spikes. Kolya's face is pale under soot. His pupils look too wide. He blinks fast, like his eyes are full of sand. "Are you okay?" he asks. You want to say yes. You want to say it's nothing. You want to keep being useful. But your mouth fills with saliva like you're about to vomit. Lieutenant Mikhail's voice cuts through again. "Another cluster! Move!" And you move. You keep moving, because stopping means admitting your body is doing something you don't understand. You push debris, you spray water, you follow orders. You do it until your arms shake and your thoughts start slipping like wet soap. Somewhere below, a man yells something you can't make out. The night keeps glowing.
What do we do now?
To the reactor hall, move! We're losing
Time turns into
Keep moving to
pieces.
block 4.
A shout, a hose whipping, a boot sliding on gravel, your own breath loud inside your mask. Then, a strange calm. You look at your hands and realize you've been holding the nozzle wrong for several seconds, like your brain forgot the order of fingers. Kolya grabs your elbow. "We need to go down," he says. His voice is firm now, not joking. Lieutenant Mikhail is arguing with another officer near the stairwell. "We can contain it," Mikhail insists. "We have to." A plant worker tries again. Another one, not Sergei this time. Eyes wild. "It's the core," he says. "It's open." The officers don't want to hear it. Hearing it would change the rules. Hearing it would mean the plan is dead. Kolya pulls you toward the stairwell anyway. Your legs obey, but it feels like walking through water. Halfway down, your vision dims around the edges. You blink and it clears, then dims again. At the landing, you lean over, hands on knees, and retch, nothing but bitter spit. The metal taste is stronger now. Kolya wipes his mouth with the back of his glove. "My throat burns," he says, and he looks confused by his own words like he didn't mean to complain. A medic appears, flashlight beam harsh. "Who was on the roof?" the medic asks. Kolya raises a hand. You raise yours too. The medic's face tightens, just for a second, before he masks it. "Hospital," he says, "now!" Radiation has no smell, no color. By the time symptoms appear, damage is already underway.
Come on, keep moving.
Pripyat Hospital smells
We're
like
almost there.
bleach and sweat.
Just a little further.
Men sit on benches, helmets in their laps, staring at the floor like the floor has answers. Some are vomiting. Some are too quiet. A nurse, Anna, moves with practiced calm, but her eyes keep flicking to your faces, your hands, your boots, as if she's counting invisible stains. She takes your blood pressure. Her fingers hesitate on your wrist, then press harder. "How long were you up there?" she asks. "Minutes," you say. It feels like the truth. Kolya answers honestly.
But you have to.
"Long enough." Anna nods once, tight. A doctor walks past with a clipboard and says something low to another doctor. You catch only fragments. Exposure, severe, roof. Anna returns with pills and water. Your hands shake so badly you spill half of it. The water tastes like metal too. Everything tastes like metal. Kolya sits beside you, breathing through his nose, trying to look normal.
The doctors are here now.
"Hey," he whispers, like sharing a secret. "When this is done, we're going to sleep for 2 days." You want to believe him. You try to laugh, but it comes out like a cough. Anna looks down at your boots. "Leave them," she says, voice suddenly sharp. "Don't take them home." That's when it hits you, harder than any siren. There is no home after this, the way you imagined it. Not for everyone.
Easy now, hold on to the rail.
Doctors would later
Almost there,
confirm
just one
these
more
were
step.
classic signs of acute radiation syndrome. They put you on a bus, then an aircraft, then another vehicle. The world becomes ceilings and fluorescent lights. Hours later, maybe a day, you're in a bigger hospital, far away. People speak softly around you as if volume could change physics. Your skin feels hot, then cold, then hot again. Your stomach is empty and furious. Your head swims. A doctor, older, tired, asks questions that sound like paperwork but feel like a verdict. Name, unit, duration of exposure, symptoms.
We need to stabilize him.
You answer, but your answers drift. In the bed beside you, Kolya is quieter now.
We need you to be
His
completely
jokes have run
honest
out.
about your
His
exposure.
eyes look fixed on something
How close were
only
you to
he
the
can
reactor
see.
building?
Did we stop it? You ask him. Kolya blinks slowly. We stopped something, he says. We did our job.
How severe is the contamination?
Later, a man in a suit comes through with two others. Not doctors, not nurses. He speaks to the head physician in the hallway. You can't hear the words, but you recognize the way the physician's shoulders drop. When the physician returns, his voice is gentle in a way that makes your throat tighten. You were very brave, he says. That sentence, brave, lands like a door closing, because people don't say that to you when you're going back to work next week. They say it when the story has already chosen its ending. In the days that followed, many first responders from that night would die from radiation exposure. Their actions prevented a far greater catastrophe. In the quiet hours, you replay the roof in your mind. Black chunks, blue glow, the way the air felt wrong. You think about the order. Stop the spread. You think about how you nodded.
When they will let us out of here.
Kolya turns his head slightly on the pillow. His voice is thin. Would you do it again? He asks. You want to say no. You want to be angry at the men who didn't listen, at the rules that lied, at the night that glowed like a warning. But you remember the plant behind you, the city behind that, the families asleep, unaware. You swallow. The metal taste returns, faint but faithful. Yes, you say quietly, because we didn't know. Outside the window, morning looks normal, cruelly normal, and history later will record the facts. A disaster, a response, a cost paid by people who ran toward danger while everyone else ran away. Not because they were fearless, because they were firefighters.